Ready? And good evening, everybody. It's baseball time in Haysville. Todd Hook, along with producer, director, and engineer Chris Worrell, bringing you opening night baseball from Vulcan Field in Haysville, Kansas, and your Aviators. Tonight, the Aviators will take on the Valley Center Mud Daubers. They are 0-1 on the young season. They are coached by Kevin Tucker, and this is their lineup. Cole Embry will lead it off and play center field. Sam Ross will be the designated hitter and hit second. Grant Lung will be at shortstop and hit third. In the cleanup spot will be Dermot Frittish. He will be over at second base. Vince Luntz will be over at first. Adam Schrag will be in left. Hitting seventh will be Matt Womack. He'll be over at third base. Colin Parks in right field, and rounding out the order will be the catcher, Nate Meredith. That will be Embry, Ross, Lung, Frittish, Luntz, Schrag, Womack, Parks, and Meredith. Get to the Aviators defense in just a moment. Here is Cole Embry out of Pitt State. He will step in from the left side. Absolutely stunning night for baseball. Very little wind. What wind we have is blowing out of the southwest. That would be out to center field. A moment. And the 1-2 offered, did not go. Two-man umpiring crew. That would be almost impossible to call from the first base side. They didn't even check him. So the count is 2-2. 87 degrees here in Haysville. Thanks for joining us. 2-2 is high and away, and it's full. So Burstra will go to a full count with the leadoff man, Embry. Embry out of Pitt State. And here's the 3-2. And we're going to start over, looks like. Time was called. That would be on the hitter, Cole Embry. Here's a 3-2. Swung on and fouled back. Good fight by Embry. Pitt State product. League 42, the Aviators, the 12, 13, and 14-year-olds, came out and joined us for pregame and threw out the first pitch. Appreciate League 42 for joining us tonight. They are our guest and are in uniform. That pitch is low, just missed low. Pretty good spot. That would have been a pretty good 0-2 pitch, but Embry is aboard here in the top of the first. Just underway. Todd and Chris bringing you all the action. So with a man aboard, here is Sam Ross out of Wesleyan. He will step in from the right side. He'll get his first look out of Burstra. And the first pitch, that's right in there for a strike. Good start to the two-hole hitter, Ross. Runner at first, just underway. That would be a leadoff walk to Embry. Pitch, a little off-speed pitch, just missed wide, so it's 1-1. Didn't miss by much. Valley Center, their only outing this year was a 9-4 loss to Newton on Thursday. Aviators are 1-0. Runner goes, and it's foul straight back. Looked like straight steal by Embry, and he will retreat. Lots of new faces. Coach Lance Spongeberg back for his second season. Aviators coming off a losing season last year, try to get things back on track. So far, so good. They are 1-0. And the 1-2 off-speed pitch must be out. Looks like he's hitting his spot. Count goes to 2-2. 11th pitch for Burstra, and he is yet to record an out. 2-2. That's in there for a call strike, and Ross will watch it, and they're one away. So good fastball from Burstra. One away. Here's Grant Lung. University of Sioux Falls. Left-handed hitting shortstop. Runner at first, that is Embry. Burstra with a long look, and he's ready. Here it is. That just missed inside with a fastball. Burstra, 29 innings of work this past spring. He gave up 50 hits. He was 2-4. Walked 11, struck out 10, and had an ERA of 10.74. And the 1-0. That is off his foot and I think off his chest. So that one bounced back up and hit him in the chest. Looks to be okay. And it's 1-1. Dead calm here in Haysville. We got some overcast, at least to the west of us. Storms are to the west. Hopefully we can get this in. And the 1-1. That missed inside. 2 balls and a strike. Absolutely stunning day for baseball. 87 degrees. Humidity a little bit high. Does kind of affect my hair, but I just put it up in a cap. Throw over. And Cole Embry back in there. Top of the first just underway. If you're in the Wichita area, come on out. Good crowd filtered in so far. Runner goes. Popped foul. And a good try by Levon Reynoso. A lot of room here in foul ground. That was in and out of his glove. And new life for Grant Lung. Count goes to 2-2. The runner was going on the pitch. Lots to eat out here. Have runners at the corners. So a little hit and run there. Grant Lung able to pull it off. He is aboard with a base hit. Aviators are in a little bit of a pickle here in the top of the first. One out. We will see how the Aviators choose to play it. Here is Dermott Frittish out of Western Nebraska Junior College. Right-handed hitter and a second baseman. First pitch to him. Off-speed pitch is right down the middle. Good breaking ball from Burstra. And he's ahead in the count 0-1. Burstra, a tall, lanky young man. Looks to be about 6'3". Does have a shampoo deal, I think. And the 0-1. That is squirted foul down the right side. And it's 0-2. Burstra out of Aquinas. And he's ahead 0-2. And the 0-2 fastball is swung on and fouled straight back. That had a little giddy up on it. 20th pitch of the inning. One away, top of the first. Good lead over there. That is Lung. They chase him back. We'll see how the Aviators will play it early in the ball game, first and third. May try to throw him out. We'll just see how they play it. That is drilled to left center. That'll get down. 1 run will score. Over to cut it off is Hellberg. And it's a single and an RBI for Frittish. So the Mud Daubers strike first. Lung over to third. Again, first and third, just 1 out. Burstra not missing many barrels yet. Here is Vince Luntz. Luntz out of Los Mojanos Junior College, left-handed hitter. Right on left matchup. First pitch swinging, and that'll be into center field. On to get it is Sperling. Runner will tag. Here's the throw to the plate, and it is wide. Another run will score, so Luntz with an RBI, a productive at-bat. And they're 2 away. Dobbers now lead it 2-0. Top of the first. So Frittish had to stay over at first, unable to move over. They did appeal to third base. Umpire said he did not leave early. We were on top of that play. It did look like it was very close. And the first pitch to Schrag is high and away. Schrag, a left fielder out of Barton County. 2-0 Mud Daubers. It's early. And that is a fastball. It just missed low and away. 2-0. That's pitch number 24 of the inning for Burstra. About 10 more than you'd like him to have. Here's the 2-0. That is right in there for a strike. Good strike at the knees. And it's 2-1. First day of June. Everybody check their portfolio today. That is bounced foul. That caught a piece. Dan Reynoso. Reynoso brothers. Levon over at third. Dayon is doing the catching. Two balls and two strikes. Two away. Tried to challenge him upstairs. Good take there by Adam Schrag. And it's 3-2. Couple of hits and a walk by the Mud Daubers here in the top of the first. They lead it 2-0. That is a liner to Robinson. He will get it in his tracks, and that'll do it. So the Daubers leave one, but they get a couple. We've played a half an inning from Haysville. Daubers 2, and Haysville coming up. We'll be right back.
Are you ready? Welcome to Haysville, where you'll find award-winning schools for students of all ages in a family-friendly community. Waiting here for you. Say hello to Haysville now.
And welcome back. Go to the home half of the first. Aviators in a hole already. They trail the Mud Daubers 2-0. Here's how the Aviators will go. Sterling Sperling will lead it off and play center field. Cody Forrester will be at shortstop. Thomas Stevens will be over at first base and hit third. In the cleanup spot will be Levon Reynoso. He will be over at third base. Hitting fifth, his brother, Dayon Reynoso. He will do the catching. Derek Greening will be in the designated hitter spot and hit sixth. Chris Robinson over at second base. He will hit seventh, and rounding out the order will be Drew Hellberg out in left. So it'll be Sperling, Forrester, Stevens, Levon Reynoso, Dayon Reynoso, Greening, Robinson, Hellberg, and Tufanema over in right field. So that's how the Aviators will go. We'll get to the Valley Center defense in just a moment. Here is Sterling Sperling, a center fielder out of Scottsdale Community College. Right-handed hitter. First pitch swinging, bounced foul. On the mound will be David Quintero out of Los Mojanos Junior College in Antioch, California. A left-hander. Right on left matchup here to start the bottom of the first. That is in there for a strike, and it's 0-2. Aviators now are members of the Sunflower Collegiate League East. They have dropped the Jayhawk League. That is line foul, just missed us by about 10 feet. So Sperling out ahead of that one, lined it down our way. Guess I ought to bring more than one pair of shorts. I don't know. Here's the 0-2. That is high. Tried to challenge him upstairs. Good eye by Sperling. Aviators 1-0, coming off a 3-2 win over Park City yesterday. Was not easy. That is high and away. 2-2. Aviators led at 3-1 going to the ninth, and a couple of runners got on and made it interesting, but the Aviators able to get it done. That is popped foul down the right side, and Lontz will have a look. It's out of play. Left to right in the outfield will be Schrag, Embry, and Parks. Womack over at third. Lunge at shortstop. Frittish at second base. Lontz over at first. Meredith doing the catching, and Quintero, a left-hander out of Los Mojanos, doing the pitching. Here's the 2-2. That's high and away. So both pitchers struggling with command early. Aviators coached by Lance Spongeberg and Mitch Kellogg. Kellogg new to the organization. And a 3-2. That is just foul. That almost got a piece of Coach Spongeberg. So Sterling Sperling keeping everybody on the left side awake. Good thing about it, Sperling is not getting fooled. Guy remains 3-2. Quintero with the delivery. That is in there for a call strike. Sperling thought it was high and was headed to first base. And they're one away. Tough two-strike pitch to take right there. So here is Cody Forster. Shortstop out of Embry-Riddle. Step in from the right side. And the pitch. And a fastball is batted foul. Cody got into 45 games this last spring. Hit 208. Runs very well. He was 6 for 10 in stolen bases. So expect to see him run a bit. And the 0-1. That misses low. Pretty good pitch by Quintero, but was low. 1 ball and 1 strike, 1 away. Bottom of the first. Aviators trail it 2-0. That pitch is low. 2 balls and a strike. The shortstop today. That is swung on. Looked like he took a little off. And it's 2-2. Looked like maybe a straight change. Forster swung through it. That is low. And it's full. And here's the 3-2. Off-speed pitch. Floats in there. And Forster will watch it. That's strikeout number 2 for Quintero. And there are 2 away. So the Aviators are going to have to fight off that backdoor curveball. Here is Thomas Stevens. First pitch swinging. Bouncer to the shortstop lunge. He's up with it. Over to first. Gets him just by an eyelash. Stevens runs very well, but the Aviators looks like they're going to call him safe. So the ball was dropped. Stevens is aboard on the air. It was very close over there. Stevens runs very well. And the Aviators catch a break here in the bottom of the first. Here is Levon Reynoso. Reynoso, the third baseman tonight, out of Chesapeake. Runner goes. Good jump. And Stevens will steal it. He had 3 steps on it, so there must have been a little communication there. Nonetheless, a stolen base for Stevens. And the Aviators with an opportunity to cut into this lead with a base hit right here. Levon had a career at Chesapeake College just last spring. Has bounced down the line inside for a base hit. 1 run will score, so the Aviators will take advantage of it. Levon Reynoso with an RBI double, and the Aviators now cut the lead 2-1. So Stevens will score, and the miscue at first base is going to come back and haunt the Dobbers. Finish my story on Levon Reynoso. He hit .382 in 45 games and with 10 home runs. So that is a career. And here's his brother, Dayon Reynoso, also out of Chesapeake. Hit .425 in 45 games. Wow. 9 homers. Aviators with an opportunity to tie it up right here. And the pitch. That is drilled to center. That's going to get over the head of Embry. That'll tie it up. That will be up against the wall. They are sending him. He's around second, and he will be into third without a throw. So an RBI triple for Dion Reynoso, and we're all tied at 2. So we're all tied at 2. All of this damage with 2 away. So a double and a triple. And here is Derek Greening, designated hitter today. Played first base yesterday, did get a base hit. Greening out of Northwood University. He is a redshirt freshman. First pitch is outside, ball 1. So the Aviators get a couple off the miscue here from Valley Center. Kept the inning alive. That is swung on and fouled back, and it's 1-1. Greening hits from the left side. Listed at 6'2", 200. Here's the 1-1. A little out ahead of it, just bounced it foul, and it's 1-2. That was pitch number 17 for Quintero. Had the opportunity to get out of it in reasonable fashion, but the miscue at first kept it alive. 1-2, bounce to the left side. Line up with it over to first and gets Greening, and that'll do it for the Aviators. But the Aviators get 2 with 2 outs. We're all tied at 2, and we've played 1 from Haysville. Valley Center 2 and Haysville 2. We'll be right back.
Great things are happening in Haysville. A beautiful new activity center near Riggs Park to get in shape and have fun. A nationally recognized school system with new state-of-the-art facilities. Great people, great neighborhoods, a great place to grow a family. So say hello to Haysville.
Say hello to Haysville now.
It's summer in Haysville, with families enjoying our hometown market. Plenty of summer activities.
And welcome back. We go to the top of the second. We're all tied at 2. Looks like it'll be 7, 8, and 9 for the Mud Dobbers. It will be Womack, Parks, and Meredith scheduled here in the top of the second. Bruce Burstra, a right-hander out of Aquinas, out for inning number 2. Took 28 pitches to get out of inning number 1. We will see if he can settle in a little bit here. Here is Matt Womack, Western Nebraska Junior College, right-hander. And the first pitch is in the dirt. Mud Daubers coming off a 9-4 loss to Newton on Thursday. And the 1-0 from Burstra. That is right in there for a strike. Good fastball on the outside corner. And it's 1-1. Sun beginning to set. Lights are coming on. Stunning night for baseball. No wind and a good crowd. League 42 is in attendance. Here's the 1-1. That is foul straight back, and it's 1-2. Womack, the third baseman tonight, hits from the right side. And the 1-2, that floats high. Off-speed pitch misses, and it's 2-2. "29 innings of work for Burstra this last spring." Here's the 2-2. Off-speed pitch, that is fisted foul. Has a slow, easy motion and throws downhill. Good looking mechanics from Burstra. And here's the 2-2. That is bounced foul. So Womack turned on the 2-2 fastball, unable to keep it fair. Count remains 2-2, nobody out. We're in the top of the second. We're all tied at 2 here in Haysville. 2-2, swung on and missed, and he got him. Second strike out of the ball game for Burstra, and they're 1 away. Good challenge of a fastball at the letters, and Womack unable to catch up. Here's Colin Parks, a right fielder out of McPherson College. He will step in from the right side and have his first look at Bruce Burstra. And the pitch swung on and missed. He was a tad tardy, and it's 0-1. No balls and a strike, nobody on. That swung on and missed. And it's 0-2. Good news. Burstra has been ahead of the first 2 hitters of this inning. Still has the opportunity to get the Dobbers in order. Meredith would be next. And is in there for a call strike. Good fastball in the outside corner. Good spot from Burstra. And they're 2 away. Two away now, top of the second. Here's a 9-hole man, the catcher, Nate Meredith. Meredith out of Cuesta Community College. And the first pitch is low, ball 1. Pitch number 9 of the inning. So much better progress so far for Burstra here in the second. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Especially those parents out there. 2 balls and no strikes. That's popped up right side, and that'll get out of play. A lot of room in foul territory here at Vulcan Field. Big ballpark, 335 down the lines, 375 in the alleys, and 400 to center. Or as I would like to say, a driver 7-iron for me. Here is the 2-1. That hit him. So Burstra will hit the 9-hole man, and that'll roll the lineup over. We're at the top of the order. Here's Cole Embry. So with 2 away, here is the top of the order, Cole Embry. Walked and scored in the first. He's out of Pitt State. Activity now in the Aviator bullpen. First pitch inside, and that's ball 1. Looks like Devin Wagner getting loose. A little bit of smoke onto the field from the barbecue grill. It just doesn't get any better than this. That is an off-speed pitch, and that misses. A lot of you folks thought it might have been fog rolling in. No, that is hot dog smoke. Actually, there's a Polish sausage deal tonight, so if you're in the area and come on out and have supper. There's no admission charge, by the way, to come to this place. Can you believe that? 2-0 now to Embry. That is popped up. That's going to stay in the ballpark. Reynoso, the catcher, back near the dugout, and we'll haul it in for out number 3. So the Dobbers are going to leave 1. We've played 1.5. We're all tied at 2. Haysville 2 and Valley Center 2. We'll be right back.
And celebrations to last a lifetime. Join us for summertime fun.
Say hello to Haysville now.
And welcome back. Home half of the second we go. We're all tied at 2. Looks like it'll be the bottom third for the Aviators. It'll be Robinson, Hellberg, and Tufahima. Here is Chris Robinson out of East Texas. Very limited action this last spring. Only had 2 plate appearances and no hits. And the first pitch from Quintero is down and in, ball 1. Tonight around the league, Salina's at Great Bend, Andale's at McPherson, and Derby is at El Dorado. That's in there for a strike, and the Wichita Sluggers are at Mulvane. Scores from last night: El Dorado beat Mulvane 7-6, and Andale beat the Kansas City Curve 10-7. Had it swung on, lifted to center. Embry coming in a couple of steps, makes the call and the catch, and they're 1 away. Aviators on the road the next couple of nights. Actually, it'll be Monday night at Andale, and Tuesday night at Cheney. Our next broadcast and home game will be Wednesday versus Cheney. You guys will want to tune in for that. Never know, we might say something intelligent. Here's Drew Hellberg, and that's outside, ball 1. Hellberg, a left fielder out of East Texas. And a 1-0, high and away. Only had 7 plate appearances this last spring. Got a new deal going this year. We will be playing some games at X Stadium. Actually, the league will be playing a couple of games with 1 away. Good solid hit up the middle for Drew. And the Aviators have something cooking with 1 away. I'm just told it's 5:30 and 8. I thought 5:30 and 7:30, or 5 and 7:30 sound a little quick. So yes, there will be some games at X Stadium, and the Aviators will play 2 ball games down there this summer. So there is a charge to get in. I believe it's $5, but you can see 2 good ball games. Here's the 9-hole man, Sinatuli Tufahima. Throw over to first, and Hellberg back in there. Three hits for the Aviators, 2 for Valley Center. Good lead over there by Hellberg, and the pitch is high. Tufahima out of the College of Canyons. Did not play last year, but hit .333 in 2018. That is driven to left. Schrag misjudged it, gets over his head. And Hellberg thought the pick was on. He had to dive back into first about the same time that Tufahima was swinging at that, or he might have scored on that. Nonetheless, second and third now with 1 away. That'll turn the lineup order over. Sterling Sperling now. 0 for 1 tonight. Strikeout victim in the first. So 2 very solid base hits here in the inning. And the first pitch is off speed and catches the outside corner for a strike. Sperling out of Scottsdale. And here's the 0-1. Second and third, 1 away. And a good fastball and a good cut. And Sperling will come up empty. No balls and 2 strikes. Second and third, 1 away. Infield is in at the corners. Had it swung on and popped foul. And it's 0-2 now to Sperling. Aviators in the Sunflower Collegiate League this year. They are in the East Division. Several Jayhawk League teams have joined the Sunflower League as well. This will be a good deal. 0-2, bounced foul. Good at bat by Sperling. There will be a lot less travel. There will be no 3-day road trips, so that'll mean less money. And most of the teams are here within 90 miles. 0-2. That is popped foul. So a good AB by Sperling. Hellberg over at third to Fahima at second base. One away. Chris Robinson flew out to center to start it, and you're up to date. Forster would be next. Quintero with a long look. And Sperling's going to step out and start over. Here's the 0-2. That is popped foul. Meredith over to have a look, and that'll be out of play. So Sperling's going to make him work for it here in the bottom half of the second. We're still all tied at 2. Mud Daubers jumped off to a 2-run lead. Aviators answered in the bottom of the first, and we're all tied. Here's the 0-2. Off-speed pitch just missed outside. Meredith framed it up a little bit for the umpire to have a second look, but it was too far off. We can see up and down really well here, but in and out not so much. Ball and 2 strikes. First, second, and third. Here it is. That is popped up. So Spur. And it'll be up to Cody Forster to keep things going. Forster struck out looking in the first. He's 0 for 1. Hellberg at third to Fahima over at second. First pitch is in there for a strike. Soft stuff early for Quintero has been very successful. Looked like a 12-6 curveball from the left-handed Quintero. And the 0-1. That is a bouncer to the left to the third baseman. And Womack unable to come up with it. And a run was scored, and the Aviators now have the lead. So the Aviators have taken advantage of a couple of Valley Center errors and cashed in both times. So Forster is aboard, runners at the corners, first and third. Here's Thomas Stevens. Reached on an error, stole a base, and scored in the first. Out of LSU Eunice. First pitch, and that's a fastball he swings on and missed. Good hack at that one. Did not get cheated. Runners at the corners. Aviators now lead it. That is lifted to right center. And Embry going back and to his left and will run it down. Well, a good play by Embry in center field. Stevens hit a long way, but the Aviators are going to strand 2. They're going to get 1. They now lead it 3-2. We have played 2. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Haysville, where you'll find miles of lighted hike and bike trails that take you through beautiful neighborhoods and parks. Visit our activity center and see what you've been missing.
Say hello to Haysville now. ready.
And welcome back. Go to the top of the third. Aviators now lead at 3-2 over Valley Center. Aviators are going to go to the bullpen. New pitcher, right-hander Devin Wagner. He is out of Hastings College. Goes about 6'3", I would guess. Well, he will face 2, 3, and 4 of the Valley Center order. It'll be Ross, Lung, and Frittish. Here is Sam Ross. He's 0 for 1 today out of Wesleyan. Strikeout victim in the first. Ross doing designated hitting today. And the first pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. Strike one. Aviators are host to the Little League team, the Aviators, from League 42 tonight. All of them are in their uniforms. Stands are full tonight. Home opener for the Aviators. That is high and away, and it's 1-1. 33 innings of work this last spring for Devin Wagner. Had a 6.95 ERA. He was 2-2 in 7 games. Here's a 1-1. That swung on and missed. That was good giddy up on it. And 1-2. Almost dead calm here in Haysville. Top of the third, 3-2 Aviators. And the 1-2. That's inside. Almost hit him. And it's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody on. Mud Dobbers are 0-1 on the young season. 9-4 loss to Newton on Thursday. That is right down the middle. Good fastball from Wagner. And Ross will watch it at the letters, and they're 1 away. Wagner struck out 15 versus Doane, Nebraska on 3/16 of this year. So 15 strikeouts on March the 16th. That's pretty good production early in the season. Here's Grant Lung out of the University of Sioux Falls. The left-hander takes a hack at the first one and fouls it back. Ball and no strikes, nobody on. This will be Lung's first look at Wagner. Fastball just missed. Lung 1 for 1 tonight, base hit and scored in the first. Shortstop throws right, bats left. 1-1, Wagner with the sign. Taking a long look. And Lung going to step out and make him start over. Pitches are called from the dugout. And here's the 1-1. That is foul back. So far, so good for Devin Wagner. He is pounding the zone early. Got Sam Ross on a strikeout for his first hitter of the ball game. Looks like some activity now in the Valley Center bullpen. That's Trey Schwartz getting loose. And the 1-2's foul straight back. Steady dose of fastballs from Wagner. Lung just a little bit tardy. Count remains 1-2. And the pitch. That just missed. That is high and away. 2-2 now. Pretty good 1-2 pitch. Tough to take. Good eye there by Grant Lung. And here's the 2-2 from Wagner. That's outside. And he'll run it to full. Kevin Tucker's the skipper for the Valley Center Mud Dobbers. And the pitch. That is swung on and fouled back. Good night for foul balls for the kids. I believe they do offer a small incentive at the concession stand for returning those foul balls. And the payoff. Off-speed pitch. It's a pretty pitch. Right at the belt. Curveball at the belt. Lung will watch it. And 2 up and 2 down for Valley Center. 2 away. Here's Dermot Frittish. Singled and drove in a 1 run. He is 1 for 1 in the first. Out of Western Nebraska Junior College. This will be his first look at Davin Wagner. So a right-on-right matchup. And the first pitch. That is fisted foul. That was in on his hands. And it's 0-1. Be a good opportunity for the Aviators to get the Mud Daubers in order. It'll be the first time tonight. And here's the 0-1. That's a good fastball at the knees. And that's in there for a strike. Good giddy up on that fastball. And it's 0-2. Young man, very tall, Wagner. Throws downhill. Here's the 0-2. Just missed low. And it's 1-2. Ross and Lung, the only 2 hitters of the inning, both have struck out. We're in the top of the third. Nobody on. That's in the dirt. They're going to check, see if he went around. Looked like he did check his swing. And it's 2-2. And here it is. That is in there for a call strike. Good fastball on the outside corner. And the Mud Daubers go in order. So we have played 2.5. Aviators 3, Mud Daubers 2. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Haysville, where you'll find award-winning schools for students of all ages. In a family-friendly community. Waiting here for you.
Say hello to Haysville now.
And welcome back. Go to the home half of the third. Aviators lead at 3-2. It'll be 4, 5, and 6. It'll be Levon Reynoso, Dion Reynoso, and Derek Greeney. Quintero out for inning number 3 of work, 34 pitches through 2 innings. Reynoso a double and an RBI in the first. Right-hander will step in, and the pitch. That is just down the third baseline foul. Looked like Quintero took a little bit off that pitch, and Reynoso was out ahead of it, and it's 0-1. Out of Chesapeake College. Off-speed pitch misses inside, and it's 1-1. Had a career at Chesapeake this last spring, hit 10 bombs. And hit 382. 1-1. That is a strike at the letters. And it's 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes to Levon. Off-speed pitch is drilled to left. Coming hard is Womack. He will lay out and make the play. That ball was absolutely scalded. Good jump by Schrag in left field. Excuse me, that's Schrag, not Womack. And they're one away. Here is Dion Reynoso. He is doing the catching, tripled, and drove in a run in the first. He's 1 for 1. Hit 425 last spring. That is drilled to right center. That'll get down. Over to cut it off is Embry, and that will hold Reynoso to a single. Good job of cutting that off is Embry, and Deon Reynoso is aboard, and he's 2 for 2. It'll bring up the designated hitter, Derek Greening. Bounced out left side first time. He's 0 for 1. Did get a base hit yesterday. Redshirt freshman out of Northwood College. First pitch swinging, and that's popped foul. Left on left matchup here. Quintero versus Greening. Greening from Michigan. Reynoso at first. That's in the dirt. That'll get away from the catcher, Meredith. And Reynoso down to second base on the wild pitch. Can't give the Aviators 4 outs in an inning, that is for sure. We know that already this early in the season. They swing it well, and you can't make mistakes out over the plate. 1-1 now to Greening. And the pitch. That's in there for a strike. Catches the outside corner. Good off-speed pitch from Quintero. And it's 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes, 1 away. Bottom of the third, 3-2 Aviators. Greening. That's in the dirt. Good eye. Two balls, 2 strikes to the designated hitter, Green. And the 2-2. Swung on and missed. Good change of pace there for Quintero. And Greening will swing through it for out number 2. That'll bring up Chris Robinson. Flew out to center field in the second, so he's 0 for 1. Out of East Texas Baptist. Very limited action in the spring. Chance to add to the lead right here. And he takes a strike. Good off-speed pitch from Quintero. Aviators will be at Andale on Monday and at Cheney on Tuesday. Both 7 o'clock starts. And the 0-1 popped up right side. Friddish going out and Parks coming in. Nobody's going to get there. And it's 0-2. Two away, runner at second base. That's Deon Reynoso. He has a single and a triple. No balls, 2 strikes to Chris Robinson. Hellberg would be next if Robinson was to reach. Quintero, not a fast worker. And the 0-2. That is down the left field line, foul. So Robinson turned on it very well, but foul. Count remains 0-2, 2 away. Bottom of the third, runner at second base. 3-2 Aviators. That is high. Not a very good 0-2 pitch from Meredith, from Quintero. One and 2. That is bounced foul. Good at bat here by Chris Robinson. Robinson over at second base today. One and 2, 2 away. Quintero trying to get out of it and avoid further damage. That is a line to the third baseman. And Womack unable to handle it. That was in and out of his glove. That ball was scalded also. So that will be a base hit for Robinson. Reynoso over to third. And it's first and third with 2 away. Opportunity to get off the field, and Valley Center fails to take advantage. In Womack's defense, that ball was scalded. 2 away, runners at the corners. Here's Drew Hellberg. First pitch swinging, popped up. Looks like Womack will have another chance. Over in foul ground, he will haul it in. And that'll do it. So the Aviators are going to strand a couple. We've played 3. Aviators 3, Valley Center 2. We'll be right back.
Great things are happening in Haysville. A beautiful new activity center near Riggs Park to get in shape and have fun. A nationally recognized school system with new state-of-the-art facilities. Great people, great neighborhoods, a great place to grow a family. So say hello to Haysville.
Say hello to Haysville now.
It's summer in Haysville, with families enjoying our hometown market, plenty of summer activities, and celebrations to last a lifetime. Join us for summertime fun.
Say hello to Haysville now.
Of work. He got the Valley Center Mud Daubers in order in the 3rd. He will face 5, 6, and 7 of the order. It'll be Luntz, Schrag, and Womack. Here is Vince Luntz. Lined out to center in the 1st, was credited with an RBI out of Los Mojanos. So the big left-hander will have a look at Wagner for the first time. First pitch is a fastball right at the belt for strike 1. Wagner with good velocity. And the 0-1. That is sprayed foul into the Aviator bullpen. Just a bit tardy. We used to call that the old knucklehead finder. Not sure who it found in there, but not much protection over in the dugout. Dugouts are right out of 1976. That is inside, so he'll wear that one. So that'll be off the thigh. Luntz is aboard with the hit by pitch. And the Mud Daubers with a runner at first base with nobody out. That one must have gotten away from Wagner, because he was very much in command of that at bat. Here is Adam Schrag. 0 for 1. Lined out to the second baseman in the 1st. Schrag out of Barton County, hits from the right side. First pitch swinging, fouls it back, and it's 0-1. Absolutely stunning night here at the ballpark. Sun setting, absolutely no wind. Temperature mid-80s. A little bit of humidity, but we can live with it. 3-2 Aviators. That is high and in. 1-1. Good crowd on hand. Opening night for the Aviators here at home. Home side is almost completely full. Ball and a strike. Runner at first. That would be Luntz. Swung on and missed. Schrag in the hole. 1-2. Bright sunshine now. That'll right side of the infield is a very tough sun field right here. 1-2. Swung on and missed. Fooled on the pitch. And Schrag will take a seat. So with the strikeout, that's one away. Fourth strikeout of the ball game for Devin Wagner. Here's the third baseman, Matt Womack. Strikeout victim in the second, so he's over 1. Out of Western Nebraska Junior College. First look at Wagner. And that is off the glove of Devin Wagner. And it looked like Foster, the shortstop, had a beat on it. He had to go back to his right, unable to pick it up. So just one of those bounces that don't go the Aviators' way. And Womack is aboard. He's 1 for 2. Luntz down to second base with 1 away. Here's Colin Parks. Sometimes you get a bounce or two like that. Just off the glove of Wagner. And everybody's safe. First pitch to Parks. That's in there for a strike. Parks a strikeout victim in the second. He's out of McPherson College. And the 0-1, a long look at second. That's a good pitch on the outside corner for a call strike, and it's 0-2. That was a very filthy slider from Wagner. Oh, 2 now, 1 away, first and second. Top of the fourth, 3-2 Aviators. Todd and Chris bringing you all the action today. And the 0-2 just a bit low. Ball and 2 strikes, 1 away. That would have been Adam Schrag. He struck out. Luntz led it off with a hit by pitch. Base hit by Womack. That is a call strike. Cuesta was hit by a pitch in the second and was stranded. Meredith doing the catching. First pitch, high and away. Wagner has pretty much had his way with the Mud Daubers since coming in and taking over for Bruce Bursta at the beginning of the third. Bursta went 2 innings and gave up 2 runs. 1-0. Just missed low, not much. Not a bad outing for Bursta. Struck out 1 and walked 1 and hit 1. That's high and in. 3-0 to Meredith. Some action now in the Aviator bullpen. Looks like Alan Wong getting loose. And the pitch to Meredith. That's in there for a strike. We'll see if Wagner can get healthy here. This is the 9-hole man. We hit the 9-hole man in the second. And it's 3-1. Big pitch right here. Don't want to load him up for the top of the order. Pitch popped up right side, and that'll be out of play. And it's 3-2. Good job by Wagner getting healthy. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. Runners will be off with the pitch. I'd be surprised if the Aviators wouldn't put something on to see if we might be able to catch somebody leaving early. We will see. And the pitch. That's high. Off-speed pitch just missed high. And they're loaded. So a walk and a hit by pitch. And a base hit. And they're loaded. Luntz down to third. Womack at second. Now Meredith over at first. Top of the order. Here's Cole Embry. Aviators cling to a 3-2 lead. We're in the top of the fourth. 2 away. First pitch to Embry is swung on and missed. Good fastball from Wagner, and it's 0-1. Embry 0 for 1 with a walk. Popped up to the catcher last time up. Out of Pitt State. And that's high and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Embry, a center fielder today. Hits from the left side. Chance to get the Mud Daubers, at least tie it up, maybe take the lead. That's high and in, almost hit him. And it's 2-1. Two balls and a strike, 2 away. Aviators trying to get off the field and leave them loaded. Here's the 2-1. That's a soft liner, just gets over the head of Foster. 1 run will score. And they have got runners hung up all over the place. Looks like they're going to run everybody back. Another run will score. And the runner between second and third is hung up. And just like that, the Mud Daubers have taken the lead. So Luntz will score. Womack will eventually score. And Meredith is tagged out, stays in it long enough for the run to score. And the Mud Daubers have taken the lead. New score through 3.5. Mud Daubers now lead at 4-3. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Haysville, where you'll find miles of lighted hike and bike trails that take you through beautiful neighborhoods and parks. Visit our activity center and see what you've been missing.
Say hello to Haysville now.
And we're back. Go to the home half of the fourth. Aviators now trail it 4-3 to Valley Center. Valley Center get a couple of runs in the top half of the fourth. It'll be 9-1-2 for the Aviators. It'll be to Fahima, Sperling, and Forster. New pitcher for Valley Center. Looks like it will be Jacob Long out of Panhandle State, a right-hander out of North Texas, Texas. He will take over for Quintero, who went 3 innings, gave up 3 runs. First pitch to Tufima is bounced foul. Out of College of the Canyons, he is 1 for 1, doubled in the second, and was stranded. So the Aviators with a little work to do here in the bottom of the fourth. They trail it 4-3. Oh, 1. Off-speed pitch, way high and in, and it's 1-1. Long, not an overpowering pitcher. And the 1-1, that is high and in. Command of the off-speed stuff not quite there just yet for the new pitcher, Jacob Long. Goes out of the stretch with nobody on. And a 2-1. That is popped up left side. Womack over in foul ground. And he will haul it in. So Tufahima is erased, and they're one away. Top of the order for the Aviators here is Sterling Sperling. Hitless today, 0 for 2 out of Scottsdale. So this will be his first look at Long. Quintero gave up 3 runs on 6 hits. You can close the book on him. And Long will step out and start over. Long, not a particularly fast worker. And the first pitch is outside, ball 1. Aviators 1-0 on the young season. 3-2 win over Park City yesterday. Kind of bit by the error bug yesterday. I believe we committed 4 or 5. We will fix that. Pitch, and that's swung on and fouled back. 1 ball and 1 strike to the center fielder, Sperling. Aviators hosting the Aviators from League 42 today. 12, 13, and 14-year-olds are all out here in uniform. Playing cup ball, of course. That's what you do. And the 1-1 slides outside. 2 balls and a strike. If you've never had a chance to go watch some League 42 games downtown, you need to do so. 2-1, drill to left. Schrag, a couple of steps back. He will haul it in, and there are 2 away. Sperling got good wood on it, but right at Schrag, and there are 2 away. Here's Cody Foster. Actually, that's Cody Forster out of Embry-Riddle. Reached on an error and was stranded in the second. He's 0 for 2. Strikeout victim in the first. Runs very well. If you can get him on, he will steal a base for you. And the pitch. First pitch swinging, foul. So Forster with a good hack at that one. And he's behind 0-1. Not much velocity from probably good for one time through the order. So far, so good. Has gotten the Aviators in order. And the 0-1 missed wildly inside, and it's 1-1. Aviators at Andale on Monday and at Cheney on Tuesday. And home again on Wednesday versus Cheney, and we'll have it for you. 1-1, that hit him. So Forster will be aboard with 2 away. Aviators got 2 runs in the first with 2 away. So it can happen again. Here is Thomas Stevens. 0 for 2, a run scored, and a stolen base. Thomas out of LSU Eunice. There's a redshirt freshman. Runner goes. That's in the dirt. Throw down. Not at time. So Forster will steal it. Good jump. Tough pitch for Meredith to handle. He handled it about as clean as you could, but Forster runs well. And the tying runs at second base. 4-3 Valley Center. Home half of the 4th. Aviators home opener of the season. Long look from Long, and time is called. So Stevens thought he was taking just a little bit too much time, requested time, and was granted. Levon Reynoso would be next, if Stevens can reach. The pitch is high, and it's 2-0. So Stevens in a position to look for a spot. Does have some power. Here's a 2-0. That is drilled to right field. Parks back and to his right and will haul it in. Wasn't easy, but he got it. Pretty good play out there by Parks looking into the sun. So the Aviators are turned away. They're going to leave one. We've played 4. Aviators trail it 4-3. We'll be right back.
Are you ready?
Welcome to Haysville, where you'll find award-winning schools for students of all ages. In a family-friendly community, waiting here for you.
Say hello to Haysville now.
And welcome back. We go to the top of the 5th. Aviators still trail it 4-3. New pitcher for the Aviators. Aviators will go to the pen. They will go for a right-hander. Making his Aviator debut is Alan Wong out of Fujian Catholic University in Taiwan. So a big right-hander from Taiwan. Big hello to the folks back there listening to us. First pitch to Ross is high. Good pitch from Wong, good fastball, and that is swung through. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. One and one, top of the 5th, nobody out, nobody on. Fastball from Wong is outside, 2-1. We have 2 young men from Fujian Catholic University, Ian Young and Alan Wong. Ian threw yesterday, did well. 2-1, just missed low, not by much. And 3-1 to Sam Ross. Ross hitless today, 0 for 2. A couple of strikeouts out of Wesleyan. Got him in the designated hitter spot. And the pitch. Swung on and missed, and it's 3-2. Good fastball at the letters from Wong, and it's 3-2. Three balls and 2 strikes. First hitter of the night for Wong. Here's the payoff. That's a good slider on the inside corner, and he'll freeze him. Ross will watch it, and that is his 3rd strikeout of the ball game. First strikeout for the season for Alan Wong, and he gets him looking. Here's Grant Lunk. 1 for 2 today, a run scored. Strikeout victim in the third. Singled and scored in the first. Right on left matchup. We'll see how Wong does with a left-hander. That is bounced up the middle for a base hit. That almost got a piece of Wong, but Lung will be aboard, his second base hit of the ball game. And a runner at first base with one out. Good fastball from Wong, but Lung hit it right back where it came from. It'll bring up Dermot Frittish. 1 for 2 today out of western Nebraska. Top of 5. Valley Center leads it 4-3. Valley Center started the game with a couple of runs. Aviators answered for 2 in the bottom. Aviators got another one in the second. And 2 in the fourth for Valley Center. That has popped up. Stevens over to have a look, and it'll be out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike to Frittish out of Western Nebraska Junior College. Still a beautiful night for baseball. If you're in the area, come on out, have a hot dog. Lots to eat here at the concession stand. 1-1. Good lead over there by Lung. Runner goes. That is swung on and fouled back. Wang very close, very quick to the plate with a runner on. One and two now to the second baseman, Frittish. Was credited with an RBI in the first. And the 1-2. That's an off-speed pitch. It gets away from him. And it's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. Sam Ross started the inning with a strikeout, followed by a base hit by Lung. And you're up to date. 2-2. That is just a defensive swing, batted foul. Pretty good 2-2 pitch from Wong. That was just below the knees. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. Runner at first, 4-3, Valley Center. Good change of pace. He swings through it, and there are 2 away. So a good off-speed pitch from Wang. And there are 2 away. So 2 strikeouts for Wong. And here is Vince Luntz. He's hit by a pitch and scored in that disastrous fourth. It kind of started the ball rolling. First pitch to him is a fastball high and away, 1-0. Good velocity from Wong on that one, just missed. Ball and no strikes, 2 away. Top of the 5th. That is a little tardy, and it's 1-1. Luntz over at first base today out of Los Mojanos Junior College. 1-1. That is into left field for a base hit. Just stuck the bat out there, went with it. Throw behind at second base, not in time. So Luntz with his first base hit of the ball game. Pretty good piece of hitting. Didn't try to do too much. Didn't roll over it, just went with it and dumped it into left field. And here is Adam Schrag. Barton County Community College product is 0 for 2 today. Strikeout victim in the 4th. 2 away, first and second. And the pitch. That is in there for a strike. Good slider there from Wong. And he's ahead 0-1. Third pitcher of the night for the Aviators. Bursta started, went 2. Wagner pitched the third and the fourth. And now Wong here in the 5th. That just missed outside. Good job by Schrag holding up, able to check his swing. And it's 1-1. Schrag, a left fielder out of Barton County. First and second, opportunity to add to this lead. That's inside. Fastball, good velocity, just missed. 2-1. Valley Center leads it 4-3. Two balls and a strike. And a pitch. That is bounced right side. That'll get through. They'll send the runner. And the throw to the plate is high. Nobody backing it up. And the Mud Daubers now lead it 5-3. So Lung will score. Credit Art Schrag with an RBI. And Luntz down to third base. So second and third. Schrag able to move up to second base. The throw from right fielder airmailed home plate. Looks like we will have a pinch hitter. Looks like Tyler Seabolt out of Southeastern Oklahoma Junior College will step in for Womack. So Reynoso out to talk to Wong with runners at second and third. Now 5-3 Valley Center. Pinch hitter would be Seabolt. Will hit for Womack. Wong with the check of the sign. Second and third. Here's the pitch. And a good slider in there. That was absolutely filthy. And it's 0-1. No balls and a strike. 2 away. Second and third. Here's the 0-1. That's low and away. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike, 2 away. Always good to have League 42 kids around. Appreciate Bob for sending them down. And the 1-1. That is into center field for a base hit. 1 run will score. They will send the runner. The throw to the plate is wide. And it'll be 2 RBIs for Seabolt. Seabolt with a base hit, just out of the reach of Forster. And 3 runs across so far for Valley Center. They now lead it 7-3. Looks like another pinch hitter. Looks like it will be Thomas Capiance. Out of Sierra Junior College in California. He is from Hawaii. Hope he's okay. So he will hit for Parks. So it'll be Thomas Capiance will hit for Colin Parks here in the 5th. 3 runs across. First pitch to him is in there for a strike. Got to give Valley Center a little bit of credit. They have been able to barrel up some really good pitches from Alan Wong. Runner at second base now. It's in there for a strike, and it's 0-2 to Capiance. So 3 hits in the inning, a couple of strikeouts. And it's now 7-3 Valley Center. Pitch, that is fouled straight back. Spoke to Capiance before the game. He said he's just here for the experience. I told him the tide was out most of the time here. Oh, 0-2 now. And the pitch. Off-speed pitch just missed outside. Pretty good 0-2 pitch. Capiance able to hold up. Seventh hitter of the evening for Alan Wong since taking over here in the 5th. And the 1-2. That's high. Off-speed pitches have been difficult for Wong to control. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. 3 runs across. 7-3 now Valley Center. Aviators with some work to do. First at bat of the night for Capiance. Swung on and missed. Runner goes. And that's it. That is 3 away. Runner was going, but Capiance swung through it. So the Mud Daubers will leave 1, but they get 3. They now lead at 7-3. We have played 4.5. We'll be right back.
Great things are happening in Haysville. A beautiful new activity center near Riggs Park to get in shape and have fun. A nationally recognized school system with new state-of-the-art facilities. Great people, great neighborhoods, a great place to grow a family. So say hello to Haysville.
Say hello to Haysville now.
It's summer in Haysville, with families enjoying our hometown market, plenty of summer activities, and celebrations to last a lifetime. Join us for summertime.
And we're back. We go to the home half of the 5th. Aviators with a little bit of work to do. Valley Center now leads at 7-3. It'll be 4, 5, and 6. I know just some guys for the job. It'll be Levon Reynoso, Dejan Reynoso, and Derek Greening. Here is Levon Reynoso. 1 for 2 today, a double and a run scored in the first. This will be his first look at Long. Long out for inning number 2. The first pitch is low. Dead calm here at the ballpark in Haysville. Temperature in the upper 70s. Absolutely stunning. And the 1-0. High and in. Reynoso out of Chesapeake College. 10 home runs this last spring. And hit 382. Those are Hall of Fame numbers for sure. 2-0 now. That is popped up. Shortstop Lung out to shallow center field. And not a real quality at bat there for Reynoso. A little bit anxious. And they're one away. One out, home half of the fifth. 7-3 Valley Center. Valley Center with 2 runs in the fourth and 3 in the fifth. 7 hits for Valley Center, 6 for Haysville. First pitch to Dan Reynoso out of Chesapeake also is low. He's 2 for 2. Tripled in the first and singled in the third. Is credited with an RBI. That is inside. 2 balls and no strikes, 1 away, nobody on. Reynoso, the catcher. And the 2-0. That is smoked up the middle for a base hit. So the third hit of the ball game for Dan Reynoso. And he's aboard with 1 away. That'll bring up Derek Greening. He's 0 for 2 today out of Northwood. Strikeout victim in the third. Bounced out left side in the first. Did get a base hit yesterday. Throw over. Wow, almost got away from Lantz. Pretty good dig over there. That gets away. And Reynoso is at least at third. First pitch to Greening is away, ball 1. Greening hits from the left side, throws right. Redshirt freshman out of Northwood in Michigan. And the 1-0, that is high and away. So 2 balls and no strikes to Derek Greening. Played first base yesterday in the DH role today. Two balls and no strikes to the designated hitter Greening. Throw over. And Reynoso back in there. Reynoso runs very well for a catcher. Good lead over there. And that's high and away. So 3 straight balls to Derek Greening. Might be a situation where they might take till they get a strike, or they may turn him loose. We do need base runners, trailing 7-3. And the pitch, that's low. So 4 straight balls to Greening. He will draw the walk. And with 1 away, the Aviators have runners at first and second. That'll bring up Chris Robinson. One away, first and second. Aviators trail at 7-3. And a pitch. First pitch swinging. And a good hack from Robinson. He will come up empty. Robinson 1 for 2 today out of East Texas Baptist. Second baseman. No balls and a strike. And the pitch. Shows bunt, gets it down. Good bunt. That'll be in no man's land. The third baseman, Womack, stayed at home, and Long had difficulty getting off the mound. So that will be a base hit for Robinson, and they're loaded. So Reynoso down to third, Greening down to second, now Robinson with a picture-perfect bunt to the left side. Looks like we're going to have a visit to the mound. And while we're doing that, how about a little this day in baseball history? This would be June the 1st. Let's see what we have here. Here's a good one. You guys will like this one. This day on June the 1st in 1925, Lou Gehrig is called off the Yankee bench to pinch hit for shortstop Pee Wee Waniger. That started his record streak of 2,130 games. So on this day, June the 1st in 1925, Lou Gehrig started his Iron Man streak that was later broken by Cal Ripken Jr. So there you have it, this day in baseball history. Conference is over. Aviators with them loaded, and they're one away. First pitch to Drew Hellberg is wide. Hellberg out of East Texas Baptist. 1 for 2 tonight with a run scored. You can't draw it up any little better than this. A right-on-left matchup. 1-0, Long in a pickle. And he's wide. So command has been an issue for Long here in the 5th. Valley Center leads at 7-3. There is activity in the bullpen. That is through the right side for a base hit. 1 run will score. They will send the runner. Throw is cut off. Looks like the throw to the plate is in time. Cutoff man was hit. And Hellberg got hung up. But nonetheless, 2 runs on the inning here. Now 7-5 Aviators with 2 away. So Chris Robinson was thrown out at the plate. Here is Tufahima. He will step in. He is 1 for 2 with a double. First pitch is high. So Hellberg down to second base. Two runs across, 7-5 now Aviators. Never know who will show up at the ballpark. My brother must have gotten past security. And the pitch to Tufahima is high, and it's 2-0. So a little clarification by Coach Spongeberg. Count is 2 balls and no strikes. The 2-0 is low. Looks like we got some ambulance activity headed down 63rd. Saturday night in the big town. Almost 9 o'clock Central Time. And it's 3-0. Runner at second base. And the pitch. That is high. I had 3-0, so I'm guessing it's now 3-0. Three balls and no strikes. 2 away. That is right down the middle for a strike, so 3-1 to Tufahima. College of the Canyons had a pretty good year in 2018, hit .333. (3-1) runner at second. Here it is. That's high, and he'll walk him. So first and second now with 2 away. Aviators have done a lot of damage with two outs. Looks like we're going to go to the bullpen. We will tell you all about it in just a moment. New pitcher for Valley Center, and we'll be right back. Looks like a new pitcher for Valley Center, be the third of the evening. Tonight around the league, Salina's at Great Bend, Andale's at McPherson, Derby's at El Dorado, and the Wichita Sluggers are at Mulvane. Some scores from last night. Of course, your Aviators took care of Park City 3-2. El Dorado beat Mulvane 7-6, and Andale beat Kansas City Curve 10-7. Looks like Valley Center will go with a right-hander. Looks like it will be Gio Gonzalez out of Hartnell Junior College. He's from Watsonville, California. So it'll be up to Gonzalez to get out of the inning here with 2 away. Quintero started it. Jacob Long came in the third. And now Gonzalez will take over. We're in the home half of the 5th. Aviators with a couple of runs across have cut the lead to 7-5. Warm-up tosses are over. Kind of recap the inning. Levon Reynoso popped up to lead it off. Dayan Reynoso with a single. And a walk to Greening. Base hit by Robinson. And another base hit by Hellberg and a walk to Tufahima. And it's the top of the order. Sterling Sperling. 0 for 3 tonight. He is due. He will step in with runners at first and second. First pitch from Gonzalez. He turns and throws. Ball gets into center field. Everybody will move up 90 feet. So good base running there by the Aviators. He will take advantage of the throwing error. And it's second and third. Well, base hit right here would tie it up here in the home half of the 5th. So Sperling out of Scottsdale Community College in a big situation right here with 2 away, second and third. And the pitch is low, and it's 1-0. So Long went an inning and 2/3, and it'll be Gonzalez here in the 5th. That's low and away, and it's 2-0. So Sperling, the center fielder, has the opportunity to look for a spot here. And it's 2 balls and no strikes, 2 away. Second and third, 2 runs across. That is swung on and missed. Good fastball from Gonzalez. Sperling will swing through it, and it's 2-1. We will be playing a couple of games at X Stadium. The Sunflower Collegiate League game of the week, our first game, will be versus Salina on the 11th. That's inside, 3-1 now. Three balls and a strike, 2 away. Top of the order for the Aviators. That's high, and that'll load them up. Aviators with the bases loaded. That'll bring up Cody Forster. Forster hit by a pitch in the 4th, and he's 0 for 2. Was credited with a stolen base in the 4th. Hit 208 last spring at Embry-Riddle. Chance to tie it up right here. That is driven up the middle for a base hit. 1 run will score. Embry up with it. A throw to the plate. Not handled by Meredith, and we're tied. So a good piece of hitting there by Cody Forrester. Just blistered it up the middle. And credit him with 2 RBIs. And Sperling down to second base. Here is Thomas Stevens, the 9th man to bat in the order. We're all tied at 7. Two away, first and second. And the first pitch to Stevens is up and away, ball 1. Stevens 0 for 3, reached on an error in the first, stole a base, and scored. 10 hits now for the Aviators, 7 for Valley Center. Here's the 1-0, and it hit him. So Stevens will wear that one, and he's hit by a pitch. And they're loaded. So that'll bring up Levon Reynoso. Looks like we're going to have a visit to the mound. Looks like they are going to lift Gonzalez. Or are they? Looks like somebody is running to the bullpen to get loose. So Gonzalez will walk off. He is holding his arm rather gingerly. And hopefully he is okay. So it looks like they will have to get somebody loose in a hurry. We'll let you know who it is in just a moment. I'll tell you a little bit more about the games at X Stadium. Every Tuesday, there will be 2 college baseball games there at X Stadium, starting at 5:30, which is $5 to get in. Of course, you'll have all the amenities of X Stadium. The Aviators will play on the 11th versus Salina at X Stadium, so we will play twice down there. And, of course, Chris and I will have the 5:30 game, correct? Every Tuesday.
I'll do the 5:30 and the 8 o'clock game. You'll do the 5:30. And it's on the Sunflower League YouTube channel.
Okay, so I'm told that those games will be on the Sunflower Collegiate League YouTube channel. So we won't be on when we play, it'll be on the Sunflower Collegiate League channel. So be sure to tune in there. If you can't make it, if you can, come on down. It's only $5 to get in. It is the only baseball in town this summer. So it looks like a change. Looks like Dylan Navarrete out of Dodge City Community College. He's from Dumas. Left-hander will come in and take over for Gonzalez. So the games at X Stadium are a good opportunity for our kids to play in a world-class facility. And a good opportunity for you to come down. You won't need any lawn chairs. So just come down, enjoy the evening. Only $5. So those games will begin this Tuesday. Aviators will play on the 11th down there. So Navarrete will get as many tosses as he needs to get loose. We are in the home half of the 5th. Aviators have pushed 4 across, and we're all tied at 7. Bases are loaded with 2 away. 10th man to bat in the order, it'll be Levon Reynoso. He is 1 for 3, doubled in the first and scored. He's out of Chesapeake. Popped up earlier here in the inning, so he doesn't want to make 2 outs in 1 inning. So 10th man to bat in the order. Looks like Navarrete is good to go. And he will come in a pretty tight spot with the bases loaded. Bases full of Aviators. 10th man to bat in the order. We're in the home half of the 5th. And my scorebook's messed up now, so if anybody really cares. Infield is back at normal depth. The first pitch to Levon Reynoso is in the dirt. Blocked nicely by Meredith. That saved a run. Here's a 1-0. That just missed. Pretty good pitch from Navarrete, but definitely low. And it's 0-2, or 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes to the third baseman out of Chesapeake College. Stop to his right, up with it, over to second. Throw is low, not in time. A run will score. Not sure they are going to score that as an error. That was an opportunity. That's probably a play that Lung makes 9.5 times out of 10. Throw was there in plenty of time, just low. And everybody will move up. The base is still loaded. The Aviators now lead at 8-7. Here is Dayon Reynoso. 2 singles and a triple. So he's 3 for 3. Bases are loaded. He could blow it wide open with a big fly right here. First pitch is a fastball in there for a strike. Hit .425 last spring with 9 home runs. No balls and a strike. 2 away, bases still loaded. That's in the dirt, dug out by Meredith. And it's 1-1. Dead calm here at the ballpark. So Navarrete, the 4th pitcher of the night for the Mud Daubers. Off-speed pitch is swung on, and he was thinking 63rd Street. He will come up empty, and it's 1-2. Probably the biggest hack I have seen tonight. One and two now to the catcher. Bases are loaded, 2 away. And a pitch outside. 2-2. Meredith out to talk to him. It might have looked like he might have been crossed up a little. A lot of times they will change the sign with a runner on second base. So Meredith out to check. Nobody getting loose in the Mud Dauber bullpen. Todd and Chris bringing it to you tonight. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Conference over, 2-2. Bases still loaded. And the pitch. Off-speed pitch swung on and missed. Looked like he took even more off. And the Aviators will leave them loaded. But Aviators get 5. And we have played 5. They now lead at 8-7. We will be right back.
Fun.
Say hello to Haysville now.
And welcome back. We go to the 6th. Aviators get a bunch in the fifth. They get 5 in the fifth. They now lead at 8-7. We go to the sixth. Wong out for inning number 2. He will face 9-1-2. It'll be Meredith, Embry, and Ross here in the sixth. Aviators now lead it 8-7. Big inning. And the first pitch to Nate Meredith. 0 for 1, actually a walk and a strikeout, so no official at bat. Out of Cuesta. First pitch is down and in, ball 1. Skeeters are out in full force. Can't imagine, hadn't been any rain lately. That is bounced. There are 1 away. Top of the order now, Cole Embry. One for 2 with a walk, a run scored. Left-hander out of Pitt State. Since coming in, Wong has given up 3 runs and struck out a couple. And the first pitch, high and away, ball 1. Embry, the center fielder today, walked in the first and scored. Base hit in the fourth and drove in a run. And a 1-0. Swung on and missed. Good fastball from Wong. And it's 1-1. Wong with the sign. And here it is. Off-speed pitch. Stays upstairs. And it's 2-1. Alan Wong making his debut with the Aviators tonight. 2-1. Good fastball is swung on and fouled straight back. Activity now in the Aviator bullpen. That would be Ian Jansen. Two and two now. 1 out in the inning, nobody on. Off-speed pitch just a bit up. And it's 3-2. It was pitch number 33 since coming in the fifth for Alan Wong. Here's the 3-2. It's right on the outside corner. Just painted it. Good pitch from Alan Wong. And that's his 4th strikeout. And Embry will watch it. One of the best pitches Wong has thrown all night. At the knees on the outside corner. That'll bring up Sam Ross. Actually, that will be Jesus Rojas pinch hitting. First pitch to him is inside, ball 1. Rojas out of Southwest New Mexico. Comes from Orlando, Florida. Right-handed hitter. And a 1-0. That is in there for a strike. And 1-1. One ball and 1 strike, 2 away, nobody out. Nobody on. Top of the 6th. Aviators lead it 8-7. Off-speed pitch floats high. And it's 2-1. Lots of new faces, no returning Aviators from last year. 2-1 now. That is bounced right side. First baseman Stevens up with it, will take it himself. And that'll do it. So Valley Center goes in order. And we've played 5.5. Aviators 8 and Valley Center 7. You'll be right back.
Welcome to Haysville, where you'll find miles of lighted hike and bike trails that take you through beautiful neighborhoods and parks. Visit our activity center and see what you've been missing.
Say hello to Haysville now.
And welcome back. Go to the home half of the 6th. Aviators have taken the lead 8-7. It will be 6, 7, and 8 for the Aviators. It'll be Greening, Robinson, and Hellberg scheduled. Greening will step in from the left side. Walked and scored in the 5th. He's 0 for 2. Out of Michigan. And it's inside, almost hit him. I haven't seen him move that fast since the buffet almost closed. Ball and no strikes. Greening leading it off. Swings through it. And just gets a piece. 1-1. Meredith out to talk to Navarrete. There is some activity in the Mud Dauber bullpen. Really dark over there, so we really can't see too much. 1-1. He swings through it and misses. And it's 1-2. Left on left matchup. Greening hitless today out of Northwood University. 1-2. That's floats high and away. And it's 2-2. Not a very good 1-2 pitch from Navarrete. Here's the 2-2. That is lifted to left field. Schrag back and will haul it in for out number 1. So Greening is retired. They're 1 away. Looks like Kyle Kania getting loose out of Wesleyan in West Virginia. First pitch to Chris Robinson, up, and ball 1. 2 for 3 today, a couple of base hits out of East Texas Baptist. Second baseman today. Little change of pace in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. One ball and 1 strike, 1 away. Here it is. That is high and away. Good take there by Robinson. 2-1 now, 1 away, nobody on. Home half of the 6th. The Aviators lead at 8-7. 2-1, swung through and missed. Little change of pace there from Navarrete. And it's 2-2. Two-two. And he's fooled on the pitch, swings through it, and they're 2 away. Two away, here's Drew Hellberg. Berg's 2 for 3, a couple of runs scored. Also out of East Texas Baptist. get his first look at Navarrete. And first pitch swinging. And strike one. Home half of the sixth. Aviators get 5 in the bottom of the fifth. That has popped up down our way. That will be out of play. Womack with the chase. Lot of room here in foul ground. Oh, 2 to the left fielder. And that is a called strike. Good off-speed pitch from Navarrete, and that'll do it. So the Aviators go in order in the sixth. We have played 6, 8-7 Aviators, and we'll be back.
Are you ready?
And welcome back. We go to the top of the seventh. New arm for the Aviators. It'll be Ian Jansen out of Saginaw Valley State. He's listed as an infielder, but he is on the mound as we speak. So it'll be Jansen. He will face 3, 4, and 5 of the Mud Daubers order. It'll be Lung, Fritish, and Luntz. So Jansen, the fourth pitcher of the night for the Aviators. Bruce Burstra started off, went 2. Devin Wagner came in the third, pitched the third and the fourth. Alan Wong pitched the fifth and the sixth. Now Ian Jansen will pitch the seventh. Here is Grant Lung. 2 for 3 tonight. A couple of runs scored out of the University of Sioux Falls. First pitch to him is to the first baseman, Stevens. He'll knock it down. And Jansen covering, and that'll be out number 1. That was barreled up very nicely by Lung, but it was right at Stevens. Stayed with it, and they're 1 away. So Jansen, 1 pitch and 1 out. Good start there. Here is Dermot Fritish, and he takes a strike. Fritish, the second baseman. 1 for 3 today. A couple of strikeouts out of western Nebraska. This will be his first look at Jansen. And the pitch, good fastball, just missed outside. Jansen, a very quick worker. 1 ball and 1 strike, top of the seventh. Aviators lead at 8-7. Nobody on. That is a fastball right down the middle. And it's 1-2. Jansen not listed as a pitcher on the roster, so he's very versatile. 1-2. Slow roller to the shortstop. Forrester up with it, over to first, got him. Was not an easy play by Forrester. He had to go to his right and circle it up. Gets good arm on it. Fritish runs very well. Good play there by Forster, and they're 2 away. 2 down. Here's Vince Luntz. Singled and scored in the 5th. He's 1 for 2. And a fastball. He swings through it. Strike 1. A little tardy. Good velocity there from Jansen. Opportunity to get the Mud Daubers in order. And the 0-1. That is bounced foul. Luntz, a tall, gangly first baseman out of Los Mojanos Junior College. Was hit by a pitch in the 4th and scored. Lined out to center field in the 1st. 0-2 on him. Pitch from Jansen. Off-speed pitch misses high. And it's 1-2. I'd like to see that pitch down around the letters. Try to get him to take a hack. One and 2. Just missed outside. As an infielder, Jansen played in 29 games last spring. He did not record a hit. Two balls and 2 strikes. That is bouncer to the shortstop Forster. He'll get it on the in-between. And that'll do it for the Mud Daubers. They go in
Students of all ages in a family-friendly community. Waiting here for you.
Say hello to Haysville now.
Great things are happening in Haysville. A beautiful new activity center near Riggs Park to get in shape and have fun. A nationally recognized school system with new state-of-the-art facilities. Great people, great neighborhoods.
Welcome back. We go to the home half of the 7th. Aviators cling to a 1-run lead. They lead Valley Center 8-7. It'll be 9-1 and 2. Navarrete out for inning number 2 of work. It'll be Tufahima, Sperling, and Forster. Out of College of the Canyons, he is 1 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. First pitch swinging, bouncer to the second baseman. That's Fritish. Up with it and over to first for out number 1. Top of the order now. Here's Sterling Sperling. Walked and scored in that big 5-run inning in the 5th. And he's 0 for 3. Sperling will step in from the right side and get his first look at the left-hander from Dodge City. Off-speed pitch is in there at the letters for strike 1. Home half of the 7th, 1 out, nobody on. Aviators cling to a 1-run lead. That is drilled to right field. That would be Parks, and he will haul it in. That was right at him. And they're 2 away. Good swing by Sperling, but he will come up empty. Here is Cody Forster. He's had a good day in the field at shortstop. Get a base hit in the 5th. First pitch swinging. That'll get down. Embry over to cut it off. And will hold him to a double. So second hit of the ball game for Forster. And the Aviators have a runner at first base with 2 away. That'll bring up Thomas Stevens out of LSU Eunice. Hitless today, reached on an error and scored in the 1st and was hit by a pitch in the 5th. First pitch is in the dirt, ball 1. Ball and no strikes. That is high, and it's 2-0. Looks like Tyson Kleinfelter loosening in the Aviator bullpen. That's in the dirt, 3-0. Still very calm, no wind here at the ballpark, air very heavy. Starting to cool off a bit. Probably low 70s. Bugs are out, so if you're coming out, bring the skeeter spray. There's a strike at the knees, and it's 3-1 now to Thomas Stevens. Stevens with a good play at first base to end the inning last inning. A hot shot. 3-1, it's in the dirt, and he'll walk him. So with 2 away, Aviators have runners at first and second. This is not the guy you want to face with 2 away. Here's Levon Reynoso out of Chesapeake. Reached on an error in the 5th. Doubled and scored in the 1st, so he the Reynoso brothers out of Chesapeake College. They have had a career there. The 1-0. It's in there at the knees, and it's 1-1. Home opener for the Aviators. They are 1-0. Got a 3-2 win over Park City yesterday. And the 1-1. It's in there for a strike. Much to the Haysville faithful. It's 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes, 2 away, first and second. Here it is. Swung on and missed. And that's a big strikeout. So the Aviators will leave a couple. We've played 7. Aviators cling to a 8-7 lead. And we'll be right back.
A great place to grow a family. So say hello to Haysville.
Say hello to Haysville now.
It's summer in Haysville, with families enjoying our hometown market, plenty of summer activities, and celebrations to last a lifetime. Join us for summertime fun.
Say hello to Haysville now.
Top of the 8th we go. Aviators cling to an 8-7 lead. Welcome back. It'll be 6, 7, and 8 for the Mud Dobbers. Ian Jansen out for the second inning of work. He got the Mud Dobbers in order last inning. So it'll be Schrag, Seabolt, and Kappa wants. Here is Adam Schrag out of Barton County. Base hit in the 5th with an RBI. First pitch to him is high, ball 1. So Schrag 1 for 3. Strikeout victim in the 4th. This will be his first look at Jansen. And that is inside. Good fastball, just in. And it's 2-0. Jansen, the 4th pitcher of the night for the Aviators. Been a back and forth ball game. Aviators get 5 in the 5th. That is in there for a strike. It's 2-1. Two balls and a strike. It's inside, 3-1. Three and one now to Schrag. And the pitch. Just inside, I guess. Reynoso held it there for a second. But that's a leadoff walk to Schrag. Now 77 degrees here at the old ballpark. High probability of skeeters. And it'll be Seabolt. Came in and singled and drove in a run in the 5th. Runner at first base, nobody out. Top of the 8th, 8-7 Aviators. Lots of energy over in the Valley center side. Shows bunt and takes a ball low. So the Mud Daubers electing to go small ball here, which is not a bad idea. And that's bunted foul. 1 ball and 1 strike. There's some activity over in the Mud Dauber bullpen. We have bugs galore up in our booth. Shows bunt early. Pitch, bunted, out in front of the plate. Reynoso out and foul. Reynoso quickly off behind the plate. Pretty good bunt there by Seabolt. Just didn't get it far enough, and it's 1-2. We'll see if they have the play on again. He handles the bat pretty well. Seabolt out of Southeastern Oklahoma Junior College. 1-2 now. Pitch. Just missed outside. Not missing by much. 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes. Runner at first. Leadoff walk to Schrag. Pretty good lead over there. 2-2. Swung on and fouled back. Good hack. Good hack and good velocity on the pitch. Air very still and heavy. Two balls and 2 strikes now. Low and away, just missed. 3-2. Well, we'll see if Jansen can win the battle right here. Maybe get a ground ball and roll it over, or a strikeout. Here's the payoff. And the pitch. Runner goes. Bounced. Foul. So a little run and hit there for the Mud Daubers. Lots of chatter out of the Mud Daubers dugout. Here's the 3-2. Runner goes. Throw down. Got him. Actually, nope. That was a walk. So that was ball 4. Looked like a pretty good pitch right at the knees. Handled very well by Dejan Reynoso. Threw a strike to second. But the umpire's going to say it's ball 4, so back-to-back walks to the Mud Daubers, and the Aviators in a little bit of trouble here. Nobody out, runners at first and second. Lance Spongeberg out to talk to his pitcher. Third base coach has all the Mud Daubers corralled up. And nobody out. Aviators lead at 8-7. Nobody out. Back-to-back walks to start the inning here in the 8th. It'll be Kapowantz. It'll be his second at-bat. He struck out in the 5th after coming in for Colin Parks. Umpire out to try to break it up. Coach Spongeberg. Looks like we are now ready. Aviators have the ability to turn a double play pretty easily. So here is Kapowantz. Out of Sierra Junior College in California. Hawaiian native. He will step in from the right side. First look at Jansen. And the pitch. Shows bunt. And it's fouled straight back. So with nobody out, the Mud Daubers are going to play small ball. No balls and a strike. Corners in. Shows. And they're one away. And that's going to do it. Lance Spongeberg out of the dugout. And that will be all for Jansen. So Jansen will go an inning and a third. Runners at second and third are his responsibility. Leadoff walks. We will tell you all about the new pitcher. That will be number 23. It looks like Tyson Kleinfelter out of Concordia University in Ann Arbor, Michigan. He is a right-hander. 17 appearances this last spring. He only had one start, mostly relief. 31 innings of work. He gave up 19 hits, 10 runs, struck out 32 and walked 22. Had a very stingy ERA of .256. So Kleinfelter will come in. He'll be the 5th arm for the Aviators. He will come in here in the 8th. He will inherit a second and third situation. Looks like a marine layer coming in from right field. I'm not sure that's what that is. It might be just a little fog or a little smoke. Aviators have tomorrow off. The next game will be on the road at Andale on Monday. Then on the road again at Cheney on Tuesday. Next home game will be Wednesday versus Cheney. All 7 o'clock starts, and we'll have that home game for you. One out, second and third. Back-to-back walks to lead it off, issued by Jansen. So Kleinfelter, making his Aviator debut, will come in and try to stop the bleeding here in the 8th. He will face Nate Meredith, the catcher. Actually, that will be a pinch hitter. That will be Brady Johnson out of Eastern Mississippi Junior College. So Johnson will hit for Meredith here in the 8th. And the 1-0, high. 2 balls and no strikes. Steady. 2 straight fastballs from Kleinfelter. He has yet to throw a strike. Aviators in a pickle. 2nd and 3rd, 1 out. Infield is in. And a 2-0. Off-speed pitch gets away from the catcher. Not sure, looked like a pretty good pitch, but bobbled by Reynoso. Didn't get away too far. And it's 3-0. Not sure where that pitch was. Umpire may have gotten a little confused because Reynoso did not handle it. It was a very filthy slider. Three balls and no strikes. Kleinfelter at risk of loading him. And that's a fastball on the outer half. And it's 3-1. That had a little giddy up on it. Good velocity. Three and one away. Infield still in. And the pitch. Went upstairs, and he went around. 3-2. So Johnson hitting for Meredith here in the 8th. Kevin Tucker rolling the dice on the pinch hitters. And a 3-2. Swung on and missed, and he got him. And there are 2 away. The Aviators with a chance to get out of it without any runs. Top of the order, here's Cole Embry. So a right on left matchup. This will be Embry's first look at Kleinfelter. Embry 1 for 3 with a walk and a run scored. Struck out in the 6th. He will step in from the left side. Embry out of Pitt State. Absolutely dead calm here at the ballpark. First pitch, right down the middle. And it's 0-1. No balls and a strike. 2nd and 3rd. Both walks issued by Jansen. And the 0-1. That's in there for a strike. Painted the outside corner. Good spot for Kleinfelter. And it's 0-2. So Kleinfelter 1 pitch away from getting out of a big jam here in the 8th. Oh, and 2. Kleinfelter steps off. He will start over. He's got the sign. And the 0-2. Swung on and missed, and he got him. And Kleinfelter gets out of it. So a 2nd and 3rd, 1-out jam. And the Valley Center Mud Daubers are turned away. We played 7.5. Aviators cling to a 1-run lead, 8-7. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Haysville, where you'll find miles of lighted hike and bike trails that take you through beautiful neighborhoods and parks. Visit our activity center and see what you've been missing.
Say hello to Haysville now.
And we're back. We go to the home half of the eighth. Aviators get out of a big jam in the top of the eighth. They had second and third with just one out and got out of it. Kleinfelter came in and threw some BBs and got out of it. New arm for Valley Center. It will be R.J. McCoy from Wichita out of Allen County Community College. Right-hander. He will step in. He'll be the fifth pitcher of the evening for the Dobbers. He'll face 5, 6, and 7. It'll be Reynoso, Greening, and Robinson. Here is Dan Reynoso. First pitch in the dirt, ball 1. Got to be honest, I was watching McCoy get loose. He did not have much command. We will see if that continues, that trend continues. And the 1-0. Kind of a sidearm arm slot. That's in the dirt. And it's 2-0. Aviators could use a couple of insurance runs. They now lead at 8-7. Aviators took the lead in the fifth and have been silent ever since. Two balls and no strikes. 5, 6, and 7 for Haysville here in the eighth. 2-0. That misses outside to go to the screen. And 3-0. Might have been throwing that one at the bull. I don't know. Question is, do you turn Reynoso loose? I say you do if he happens to come anywhere near the strike zone, which he has not yet. Here's a 3-0. At Greening. Greening hitless tonight. Walked and scored in the fifth, struck out in the third. Pop up and a ground out. Good lead over there by Reynoso. First pitch, and there for a strike at the knees, and it's 0-1. Greening out of Michigan, Northwood University, redshirt freshman. 6'2", 200. 0-1. Shows bunt. And the throw down to first, not in time. So a bunt up in the strike zone, and it's 0-2. Here's the 0-2 side. Pretty good 0-2 pitch, but outside, and it's 1-2. Good discipline by Greening. Here's the 1-2. Wide, 2-2 now. Greening with a base hit yesterday in the win over Park City. Two and two. Good lead over there by Reynoso. Runner goes. Throw is wide. And Reynoso down to second base. And it's 3-2 now to Greening. Aviators, my apologies. Aviators now with a runner at second base with nobody out. They lead at 8-7. There's a good reason I say Colts. Matter of fact, the Colts just won the 6A state championship. Very proud. 3-2, swung on and missed. And that'll do it for Greening. So 1 away. Here's Chris Robinson. This is the home field of the Campus Colts, 2019 state champions. Couldn't be more happier for those boys. Shows bunt and takes a strike. So Robinson trying to move him over with 1 out. Strikeout victim in the 6th. Robinson 1 for 3 today. No balls and a strike. Swung on and missed. Good hack. And it's 0-2. You know, back to the Campus Colts, every now and then, good players that work really hard with good parents and with good men, I mean the coaches, all get together, and that's what happens. Well, there's your lecture for the day. Here's the 0-2. He steps off. Well, Reynoso making a lot of movement over there at second base, maybe thinking about stealing third. McCoy stepped off and chased him back. And the 0-2 now to Robinson. That is fouled back. Count remains 0-2. We're in the home half of the 8th. Aviators cling to a 1-run lead. They lead it 8-7. And 1 out. Insurance run at second base. And the pitch. Swung on and missed. Good fastball from McCoy, and that'll do it for Robinson. So 2 strikeouts for McCoy here in the 8th. Reynoso led it off with a walk and stole second base. That's where you're at. Here is the left fielder, Drew Hellberg. Tough out tonight. He's 2 for 4. Out of East Texas Baptist. First pitch swinging, fouls it straight back. No balls and a strike, 2 away. Runner at second base. 8-7 Aviator lead. Pitch. And he's in the hole 0-2. Hellberg singled and scored in the 2nd and in that big 5th inning for the Aviators. 0-2, high and away. McCoy dropped down a little bit lower in his arm slot. Ball and 2 strikes, 2 away. And he steps off. Reynoso with a good lead at second. McCoy's going to step off and chase him back. And McCoy with the sign. Here it is. That is strike 3 on the outside corner. Good pitch by McCoy. And Hellberg will watch it, and that'll do it for the Aviators. We've played 8. Aviators cling to a 8-7 lead. We'll be right back.
Are you ready?
Welcome to Haysville, where you'll find award-winning schools for students of all ages in a family-friendly community. Waiting here for you.
Say hello to Haysville now.
And welcome back. Go to the top of the ninth. The Aviators cling to a one-run lead. They lead the Mud Daubers 8-7. Kleinfelter out for inning number 2. He came in and got the final 2 outs. He inherited a second and third one-out situation and got out of it. So it'll be up to Kleinfelter to slam the door and get this save opportunity and help the Aviators go to 2-0. It'll be 2, 3, and 4 for the Dobbers. It'll be Ross, Lung, and Fritish. Actually, it'll be Rojas. I'm sorry. It'll be Rojas. He is 0 for 1 since coming in the 6th. First pitch to him, right down the middle for a strike. Rojas out of Southwest New Mexico. And the 0-1. That is wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. If there's one bug here, there's 10 million. It's going to be a Skeeter summer. 1 ball and 1 strike here. Top of 9. That is bounced foul. Reynoso quickly out from behind the plate, getting it in the foul ground, and it's 1-2. 8-7 Aviator lead. They're trying to slam the door right here. They got Kleinfelter out there. He slammed the door in the 8th, hoping to do it again here in the 9th. And the 1-2. Here it is. Off-speed pitch, hit him. So he went to the off-speed pitch, had him 1-2, and hit him. It's kind of a head scratcher there. That'll bring up Grant Lund. Gotta think it'll be a small ball situation, probably looking bunt. So it looks like Rojas is all right. Big lead over there. The left-handed hitting Lung. So a runner down to second base without having to give up an out. So not exactly what the Aviators were looking for. So the tying run down to second base. Lots of chatter out of the Mud Dauber dugout. They have been very vocal all day long. Ball and no strikes to Lung. Shows bunt, gets it down. And that will stay fair. I have never seen a ball roll down the third base line like that. The only play we had was to see if that might go foul, and it did not. So that will be a base hit for Lung. It's 1st and 3rd now. And Coach Spongeberg out of the dugout. So we will see what they cook up with a 1st and 3rd situation. Not exactly the way the Aviators drew it up. They thought that Kleinfelter slammed the door in the 8th and will come back out in the 9th and do the same. Kind of recapping the inning, Rojas led it off. He was down in the count 1-2 and was hit by a pitch. And then a great bunt by Grant Lung down the third base line. And it's 1st and 3rd. And nobody out. So here's Dermot Fritish. He will step in from the right side. 1 for 4 today. First pitch to him is in there for a strike. Wind appears to be freshening a bit, blowing in from center field, getting quite a bit cooler down into the low 70s. Bugs are still out, though, in case anybody's keeping track at home. The 0-1, that is bounced foul down the right side. A little tardy. We will see how he addresses the 0-2 pitch. Sure don't want to speed his bat up in a situation like this. We will see how they play it. Top of the ninth, tying run at third base. Go-ahead run at first. Still nobody out. And the pitch, off-speed pitch, and just got a piece of it. Off-speed pitch was up just a little. So a break for Kleinfelter and the Aviators. British out of Western Nebraska Junior College. And the 0-2, runner goes. Swung on and missed. Throw down to second. And got him. So a strike him out, throw him out. And a bullet by Reynoso. And catches lung. That will be a caught stealing. 2 down. Freddie strikes out. And it'll be up to Vince Lunds. 1 hit on the afternoon. A couple of runs scored. Tying run still at third base. Kleinfelter trying to get out of it. First pitch to him. That is high and in. Ball 1. Daubers tried to steal second base and get that go-ahead run in scoring position. Was caught stealing. Reynoso threw a dart to second base. And there are 2 away. And the 1-0. Tried to hold up. And foul. 1 ball and 1 strike. It is raining bugs here. One and 1 now to the big first baseman, Luntz. Los Medanos, Junior College. 1-1, swung on and missed. And the Aviators are 1 strike away from getting out of this thing, and Kleinfelter recording his first save as an Aviator. 1-2 now. And the pitch. Off-speed pitch just missed outside. Good take by Luntz. And it's 2-2. Adam Schrag would be next if Luntz. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at third base. 2 away. And Kleinfelter going to step off and start over. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and fouled back. Boy, good battle up here. Doesn't get any better than this. Aviators cling to a 1-run lead here in the top of the 9th. Sam Ross led it off, got hit by a pitch after being behind in the count. He's now over at third base. Grant Lung was caught stealing, and Freddie struck out. 2-2, 2 away. Here's the payoff. Fastball inside. Everybody in Sedgwick County thought that was a strike except for the guy in blue. That'll run it to full. 3 balls and 2 strikes now. We will see what he comes back with. Here's the 3-2. Pitch. Bounced back to the pitcher. Kleinfelter up with it. Tosses to first, and that'll do it. Kleinfelter will record the save. Aviators go to 2-0. And here are your totals For the Valley Center Mud Daubers, 7 runs, 8 hits, 3 errors. And for the Aviators, they go to 2-0, 8 runs, 11 hits, and 2 errors. Looks like Kleinfelter will pick up the save, and the Aviators will be on the road Monday and Tuesday to Endell and Cheney, and then back here on Wednesday versus Cheney, and we will have it for you. For Chris, I am Todd. Aviators victorious tonight, 8-7. We will see you on Wednesday.
Great things are happening in Haysville. A beautiful new activity center near Riggs Park to get in shape and have fun. A nationally recognized school system with new state-of-the-art facilities. Great people, great neighborhoods, a great place to grow a family. So say hello to Haysville.
Say hello to Haysville